I was saying stuff already. He pointed to me like
Action.
And I was already talking.
A Couple of Nuts, episode 54. Take 1. Go.
Well, we already were. I don't understand why you do this.
What's up, Nuts?
Oh my god.
Welcome back to A Couple of Nuts Talking.
I'm feeling crunchy like almonds.
Bethany.
And Sean.
We
are a couple of nuts talking.
Not our best.
Why do you do that? Why do you look at me like that after I say stuff?
I didn't look at you like anything, honey.
Yes, you did.
What's going on? Welcome back.
He's so judgy. It's
oh my
so.
God, I'm not judgy. Oh my God, you're boring me right now. Stop. What's up?
That's what I mean. I'm glad this is on record.
Oh my God.
I'm glad this is on record.
Drama.
He's a verbal abuser. You're a verbal abuser.
You take that.
Do you want to know what hurts the most? When you say things like that and abuse my comedy.
Oh my God. Is that what today's episode is going to be
It
about?
Might be.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the saddest episode yet. Let's go, Bethany. Hit me with all your feelings.
You're such an asshole. Wow. Do you see what I deal with?
Oh,
do you see what I have to deal with? And by see, I mean here.
You said you had something to talk about. So anyway, first gotta say what's up again.
Steamroll.
ACOM podcast on everything, talking on Instagram and Facebook.
Like us, follow us, share
subscribe
us.
Review. If this is your first time listening to us, what the fuck is up?
What took you so long?
And
also, welcome, and I'm glad you're here, and go back into the archives.
Very good, honey.
Thank you.
Nice.
See,
okay.
he felt bad for earlier.
Let's get podcasting.
Listen. Now, this is going to be a little carryover from the last episode because we were talking about shifting, like feeling
timeline
a shift.
Jumps.
Right, timeline jumps.
And the Mandela effect.
Mm-hmm. But no, not the Mandela effect.
Well, timeline jumps.
Timeline jumps. Thank you. We just did Mandela effects. But Sean and I both together on the same day felt like some shit went down. We were like, I feel weird. I feel like a 1,000 pounds came off of my back. Like I just felt.
Do we want to talk about the day that it was?
I mean, it doesn't really matter because it's happened. You know what I mean? Like it could happen to anybody.
It could happen all the time, I guess.
Yeah.
But you were having severe headaches afterwards. I wasn't. I was seeing the fucking trees glowing.
Right. And let me tell you, this is the same day. Okay. We woke up. And I had
there you go, into the mic,
crazy headaches. Like,
into the mic.
I mean, I put a plural on it. It was just like a migraine headache, which I really don't get anymore. And
she doesn't, and we definitely try not to take ibuprofen.
Yeah.
Which is funny because I used to eat like 60 Vicodin a day.
God.
And I'm like, ew, don't give me an ibuprofen.
It's
I
bad
don't
for my
want
liver.
that. That's bad. But I would eat like 60 Vicodins a day and drink fifths of vodka and 3 bottles of wine.
Okay,
and I would abuse Tylenol
You're
PM.
doing it again.
I took like 12 Tylenol PM once.
Sean, we already talked about this. Yay, you were an addict. Okay, curtain call. Okay, done.
You don't want the curtain call. That means I'm dead, curtain call, honey. Why would you
curtain
ever
call means
say
the
that?
Story's done.
Why do you want me dead?
No, I mean, curtain rolls down. We're done with that story. We are moving on to timeline shift.
Oh, no, I still got to talk
had
about
a migraine.
how the detox and kicking drugs feels like.
And Sean also texted me like, oh, my God, the trees are glowing. And I'm like, I feel weird. Even though I had a migraine, I felt like it looked prettier outside. I felt like
I even
lighter.
took a video of it and put it up on TikTok.
Yeah, like, and not just the way things looked, but the way I felt. Everything felt different, right? So, and since that day, I feel like we have leveled up in do you remember that day? Like, I mean, this thing happened, the script thing happened, my editor thing happened, our music was happening because we're in the studio right now. We're almost done. Like it was just bop, 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 bop. And I was like, oh my God, literally.
A lot of good things.
Everything we've written on our board, our vision board is up there. So
it's happening.
It's happening in like full on effect right now. Like we are in it. It's amazing. Now, hold on. No. Okay.
Okay.
So, oh, you made me lose my
I
thought.
didn't say anything.
I know, but the 8, and looking like a monkey at me threw me, you little bitch.
Okay.
What was I saying?
Timeline shifting. We leveled up.
Oh, okay. So
God,
we
I have
leveled
to
up,
sit
and
here
it's
and
been
remind
every
you.
day, every day. And then lately, we've also been getting rid of everything.
We've been
I
cleansing.
hate stuff.
Been doing a cleansing.
And we've been hanging on to this stuff. And I've, look, I'm not on things I don't want to do. I'm a procrastinator. You know what I mean? But I have a system and a way. Here's my system. And people think it's crazy. Like, I'll say, I'm going to write a movie. And I won't write it that day or the next day. In fact, I don't know the day I'm going to write it. It's in my brain. I see the whole movie. One day I wake up and I'm like, I can see the entire movie. And then I sit down and I write it in like 4 days.
It's
Is
true.
that true? Yes.
It's very
okay.
true.
I've done it with my book. I've done it with several movies, TV shows, whatever. I just write it in a few days, sometimes less than that. But there's a process to it. Like, I have to wait until all of a sudden it goes, if you write it, it will be. Kind of like that Field of Dreams, right? And then all of a sudden I just
Hello,
write
Bob. I'm
No.
Agent.
Stop.
I'm Agent
Stop.
Dodie.
Done. Curtain call. So,
De-escalate.
de-escalate. Oh, yeah, I
That's
forgot.
a safe word.
That's his safe word. When he yells at me, I get to say, de-escalate. And
I
he said
never
he's going
yell
to stop.
at you. It's if I'm being a jerk and I'm being kind of passive aggressive, then
Right.
you could say de-escalate.
That's you yelling at me.
And then I'll be like, well, don't fucking say that to
Yeah.
me. This isn't an episode of
De-escalate.
Cops. This isn't an episode
Okay.
of Cops.
So anyways, we've started to get so organized and ridding things that I once felt attached to, things that I felt like, how are we going to not live without it, because nothing is like that for me because I'm a minimalist, but there were things that I thought.
You're definitely not a minimalist, honey. I cannot believe how much stuff we have.
By we, it's you.
Oh, stop.
Honey, I have zero things.
Let me just get this out to you.
Stop.
Hold on.
Hold
let me
on.
just
No,
really
let me
quick.
stop you. I don't care.
Let
Let
me-
this be the next episode.
It's not the
Let-
next episode. It has
No,
to do with
because
stuff.
I'm talking about leveling up. You're talking about wanting to get in a fight.
I'm talking about leveling up.
This is what I'm talking about. De-escalate.
Shut the fuck up. That sounded like I bleeped it, right? Buddy of
I'm
mine.
not laughing.
Fuck you.
Do you want me to do an impression of Sean's voice? So, fuck you. Fuck you. I'm all in my nose.
You.
I'm cracking down the D in my nose.
Mother.
Yeah, you're such an ass. No, but we have leveled up. We
Oh.
started organizing. I started going through. We got rid of an entire storage unit.
Wait, are you making
in
fun
one
of my
day.
voice because it's very Jewy and
Because
nasally?
it's nasally. I didn't say Jewy, you did.
Wow.
But it is very nasally.
Anti-Semite.
Nope. How can I be an anti-Semite?
Hmm?
I married you.
Huh? Anti-Semite. Huh?
I married you.
That's true.
And I'm injected with it.
That's true.
So stop.
We are leveling up, ridding ourselves of all this baggage, though, and it feels real good.
I mean, it's amazing. And the more we do it, the more we get rid of. Why is Puss running away?
There's probably a scary man outside.
It is meth man. Eating a banana.
Meth neighbor. Meth neighbor.
Shh, babe, the windows are open. He's
Oh,
right
he's eating
there.
a banana right now. Look at him. Oh, look at him go. But
Babe,
maybe he's not.
tough to say.
We haven't really given the
Doesn't
listeners
matter.
an
We
update.
are leveling
We are
up.
leveling up.
We
so
are getting
good.
off of the neighbors. We have cleaned out everything. Here's the thing. We literally went through an entire storage unit, brought everything back to the house, went through our
That thing was
closets.
bleeding us like 160
Yeah.
bucks a month.
Stupid. I hate that shit.
Ugh.
Man, storage unit. I'm going to look into buying a storage unit, place to sell storage units because.
Well, I want to go to the auctions and buy them and get all the stuff that's inside
Right.
of
So
them.
why wouldn't we own it? So we just get it.
That's true.
And then, because people really buy one, put shit in it, and never think about that shit again. And they're just paying money every
Well,
month.
that's what I really wanted to touch on real quick. How much stuff we have. And you say it's all my stuff. I had a storage unit. And then I got strung out on heroin, and I didn't pay for my storage unit. And my storage unit got auctioned off, and it had all of my stuff in it. It had my bed, my guitars, my CDs, my movies, my TV.
That's not true because
my
we
life
have
was in it.
we have bins of your DVDs, all your fucking
I'm
Christmas
gonna be real
weird
with you.
shit.
I'm gonna be real with you.
Yeah.
I have no idea where that stuff came from, and it's
I
mine.
do.
And
Your
it's
dad.
mine.
Your dad continually takes
Well,
garbage from the house with your name on
I
it
guess
and
I-
hands it to you,
maybe
and then
I
you go,
left-
okay, I'll put it in a 1-bedroom apartment. I don't understand.
I might have left stuff at their house, or there might have been some random shit that I didn't put in the storage unit and somehow has traveled with me.
Maybe
All
you
over the
didn't
place.
lose. Honey, what if in this timeline you didn't lose your storage unit?
Well, then I would have.
What if you never did heroin? What if you're not an addict?
I don't know. I wouldn't know who I am then.
Right? It's become a
Then
part
I should
of
be
you.
really rich. The amount of
Well.
money that I spent on drugs over the years is millions.
Well,
Millions.
You obviously, you know what else you sold it? You spent it on?
What?
DVDs and CDs
Yeah,
that
lots.
nobody fucking watches or uses anymore.
Well, you wait till when the power grid goes
Can
down
I
and we're
tell
doing.
you-
We need a portable DVD player, and you want to watch a fucking
Can
DVD
I
or
tell
Blu-ray.
you
You're welcome.
that I can remember the day that I decided that and realized that we no longer need CDs and DVDs in our life because there's a hummingbird outside.
It's my mom.
I know.
My mom.
We're kind of talking about past stuff. So look, when I found out that there was no more of the DVDs and CDs that we didn't need anymore, like
Yeah.
those big photo albums of them, I remember feeling euphoria.
Yeah.
Because I got to throw it all away. I just
kinda miss that
and
stuff.
by
I
the
miss
way, if
going
I
through the
had
CD
known
book in the
Sean,
car.
if I had known Sean by then, I would have thousands of dollars because apparently I didn't know you can go and sell them to like Amoeba and all these other
Oh,
places.
yeah.
I literally went to the bin,
You threw tens of thousands
tens
of
of
dollars
thousands
away,
of dollars away.
Yeah.
I mean, stacks and shelves. And I was just like, oh my God, I hate stuff. Get it out.
Yeah.
And because now it's, all readily available digitally, which I love. But the
Many
fact
men.
that then
Many,
I fall
many
in love
men.
with somebody,
It's 50 Cent.
who all they do is want old DVDs and CDs and old shit. Like, it's mind blowing to
I
me.
love old shit.
And all it is now is in our back storage unit, like attached to the
Shh,
house.
You don't want to let people know that.
And in bins that Sean never goes into, never looks
Not
at. But
yet.
God forbid we throw it away. I am going to go in one day without you, throw it away, and you won't even remember.
You?
You will have zero recollection.
If you do, I swear
I'll be
to
like,
God,
oh, someone broke in.
in 20 years,
Actually, if someone broke in, they would take everything but that.
I'm going to tell you this right now. In 20 years,
Mhm.
after I'm dead,
Stop.
and you stop. You
No,
listen.
you stop.
You listen.
This is a big deal in our house.
Oh
This
my
is what he
God.
says all the time.
And then you go
and
through
it
that
drives
bin.
me
I'm going to
nuts.
tell you what.
Mm.
That Gambit and Wolverine action figures that I have in there, the 12-inch ones, they're going to be worth
Nothing.
hundreds of dollars.
Nothing, because kids are going to be wearing visors that have them in virtual reality.
And that Gambit action figure still has his trench coat on, which is probably going to take the value up another $50.
No, unless little boy can use it to masturbate, no one's going to want to buy it. They're all going to wear these goggles on where they're actually with those figures that you're
It's just
talking
fucking
about.
collectible, son.
Honey,
Don't
if
even
they're
think about it.
collectibles, why are they sitting back? Sell them.
Not yet.
Oh my God, I
The time
can't with
is not-
stuff. But
the-
anyways,
The time's not
for
now.
most of the things, and most of the items, we downsized incredibly
We did.
to where somehow, excuse me, wasn't that sweet?
No.
It was just a little air wanted
And
to
then
come
you
out,
said,
little
"Excuse
angel.
me." Then you
A
said,
little
"Excuse
angel wanted to come out and say hi. But we actually ended up with less stuff in the house. We have more room in the house than when we did before we emptied the storage unit. Now, am I looking for a little, oh my gosh, baby, you did such a good, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I am.
I did it too, so I don't know what you're talking
but I
about.
know,
Yes.
no, Mr.
Yes.
I still have bins out there that no one touches
You
and doesn't
cannot
want
lift
anything about.
anything over 5 pounds, and we live upstairs, and
I
I have
can,
to
it's
lift
just
and bring
why would I?
everything up.
Yeah, you do the manual labor, but I do the Tetrising.
Oh my God, it's the manual labor that matters.
Actually, not. Okay, anyways, that was what I was bringing, and
That's
I feel
it.
like we've leveled up. I feel lighter. I feel happier.
Since the timeline jump, or we were kind of leveling up before that.
We've been like, I feel like this is maybe the 6th time. That's why I said it doesn't matter what day it is,
Yeah.
because it has happened to us, and simultaneous we are on this. Because by the way, that's what happens to couples. I truly believe this. I believe couples come together because they're in the same space, and then one grows one way, one grows another, and they're ready to get their time shift to a better timeline, and the other one doesn't, and like it just doesn't work anymore.
What are you saying right now?
I'm saying that you got to jump together when you're in a
That's true,
relationship.
and we do, and maybe you do a little more than me, but it's because I'm tired.
But I try to bring you up.
We do that to each other. I'd say we bring out.
Sounds like it's more me, but out of your mouth.
We bring out the best in
out
each
of
other,
out of the
and
mouth of
we
my babe.
inspire each other. And we're leveling up, and we want you to level up too. Nuts, level the fuck up with us. Join us on this journey of beautiful life. Am I right? Anybody could do it.
Anybody can do it.
Anybody could do it.
I will say too, the board that I got us and put in the middle of the hallway, which is we pass it. I mean, how many times a day do you think we pass that hallway?
Our board in the hallway?
Mhm.
30 to 40, maybe 50 times.
50 times a day we are passing that board.
Yeah.
And on it just has all of our goals, all the tasks it take to get those goals.
Yeah.
And very specific. And
A lot of them have checks by them already.
already, that's what I'm saying. Like, guys, if you don't have a board that you can whiteboard that you can write all this stuff on,
Try it.
man.
Give it a try.
Yeah. Since we've installed
Oh,
this
are
whiteboard
living.
that's changing our lives. I don't know. I highly recommend it. And again, get really specific.
And it's not cash and prizes, material things we're talking about. We're talking about level up spiritually.
Yeah.
That's where you start, spiritually. We meditate every day.
Mm-hmm.
Every day we take at least 10 minutes in the morning. At least. Sometimes we'll have to do a 5 because we're going to the casino or something like that. But at least 10 minutes a day, we sit still and we listen. And we listen to God and what God wants us to do or us to be. You know what's interesting is when I pray or meditate and I do get specific, I don't know if it's the test or what, but like if I ask God, please, help me be kind and patient so that I may better do thy will. On those days, I find I get irritated really easily. What do you think that is?
Maybe you're expecting God to make it easier for you or to do it for you.
I'm not expecting God. I guess I'm just expecting the day to be that.
Yeah.
And it's not.
But you have to do it.
It's me.
Yeah.
I know.
I feel the opposite. I feel like when I get specific, that's what's really helpful. Like,
Well, I don't ask for like other specific. Normally it's just that. Those particular specific things.
Like
Patience.
so you're saying when you say take away my difficulties, take away my defects, you get better results than when you say help me be patient,
Yeah.
help me be kind.
Kind and loving.
That's really weird
Isn't it?
because it's
I mean, I'm kind and loving every single day. It's my patience that runs thin.
it's my understanding in the Bible that you be specific and you can ask God for anything.
Yeah. I mean, maybe that's the point. Maybe when I am getting specific, that's really the time to do it is when I'm not feeling it.
Right, because the
That's the time
practice
to
is
practice.
in doing it. Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah. So he's actually helping you
I know.
to do it more, exactly what you want.
Exactly.
That's so exciting.
I know it is, but in the moment it's very frustrating. Not always.
Yeah.
Not always.
What do you do to try to be more kind then in those moments?
Oh, I have to pause. I have to stop and pause.
Aren't they like right in front of you talking to you though?
I mean, I listen. I don't speak.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I want to intervene
You gotta go shh.
or I want to say my part,
Yeah.
but it doesn't really matter.
You get it out in the podcast.
My part doesn't really matter.
You just get that all out when I'm about to say something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I take it out on you.
Yeah. I should. But then you bring me home watermelon, and I'm okay with
I
it.
do. I bring
With
you home
black
such
seeds.
delicious
Watermelon with
treats.
black seeds.
It's so hard to get fruit with seeds these days.
I mean, it's terrifying.
what
to
is
me.
that all about?
Like, if we're going to really talk about it, that is
We
terrifying.
don't have to talk about it, but it's a bummer.
It is. I don't know how many stores I walked in and said, "Do you have watermelon with seeds?" And they go, "No."
No.
Like, it doesn't even exist
Grapes with
anymore.
seeds? No.
No.
Bananas with seeds?
No.
Never even heard of them.
No. So all of these foods are then genetically modified if they don't have seeds in it. Our body cannot assimilate it.
Yeah, organic to get the stamp. I forgot what the percentage is, but it doesn't mean it's 100% organic. It only has to be like 78% organic to get the organic certified stamp.
Right,
on
and
it.
then they could put anything on top of it. They could
Right.
spray it with anything, which you
Right.
also have to be very careful about, especially now with the appeal shit.
I feel like that's mainly an America thing.
It is an American thing.
Yeah.
When I was living abroad, I had no issues. Zero issues, zero acne, zero tired, no blow, no farts.
Where were you living abroad?
I lived everywhere. I lived,
Be specific. Where?
Oh.
Let our listeners know. At least one or two of the places.
let's see, when I was in Argentina, when I was in Brussels, when I was in Italy.
What were you doing in
when I was-
Argentina?
I went with my ex. His family lived there.
Oh, we're going to have a whole episode about exes again, huh?
You're the one who asked. You literally asked me where, and you knew. You should see his gross face right now. It was such a setup. Oh my God.
Tell me about your time in Argentina with
No,
your
but actually,
ex-hon.
here's an example. I was bloated, swollen, tired, probably on my frame the biggest I'd ever been when I was with him. We went to Argentina for I don't even know how long, how many weeks. And while I was there, I think I lost like 20 pounds in weeks
Yeah.
because
She started eating normal good stuff.
well, yeah, when I was here, I couldn't have any dairy. There was no way, like all different kind of stuff. I couldn't have apples, and I still can't have eggplant, but all different stuff. And then I go there, everything's fine. I mean, everything tastes good.
There's
I feel good.
Is there chemtrails over? Do you remember? Were there chemtrails over there?
I wasn't looking. I really don't remember.
Probably
But
not.
then in Europe, when I was in London, I was in, like I said, Brussels. We went to Germany. I went to Amsterdam. I went to like all over the place.
How was Brussels when you went there?
I loved it. I loved it. The food is so fresh
Yeah.
and so clean. It's like a what's that band? So fresh and so clean. Outcast. It was so
I'm
outcast.
sorry, Miss Jackson. Whoo, I am for
Shake it like a
real.
Polaroid picture.
Never meant to
Southern
make your
Cali-
doctor cry. I
Okay.
apologize a million times.
Southern
I'm sorry, Miss
California.
Jackson.
Mystic.
Woo!
Wait, what's it? Hold on. You're singing. I can't.
Never
you're
meant
such
to
an
make your
asshole.
doctor cry.
Seriously.
You are what you eat.
Exactly. There's only one of us who eat an asshole in this room. Only one of us. You just said it. You set yourself up there, bud.
You said Brussels, and I started thinking about Brussels Griffons, the dogs. I'm
Yes.
assuming that's where they're from. Just a thought.
Yeah. Well, the food there is great. It's
What kind of
beautiful.
food we
I mean,
talking
I haven't
about?
been there in like 10, 15,
Yeah.
15 years.
Rumor has it you don't want to go there these days. But
Right.
what kind of food is that?
Well, like pommes frites. It's
What
a
is
lot
that?
of some people speak French there, and
Oh,
pommes frites
French
are
food.
French. They're the
Wait.
best French fries ever. They're like skinny, but not too skinny.
Where's Brussels?
What do you mean? Where is Brussels in Europe?
Where though? Like where
Do you want me to
about?
show you?
Just where is it around though? Like give me something like France,
Yeah.
London,
Yeah.
Germany.
Yeah. No.
Brussels isn't in Germany?
Hold on. I'll show you.
Okay. Well, this isn't fun for the listeners to
No, it's
have you
not.
search on your phone. I've never left the country. Farthest I've gone is Hawaii, which I guess is off the mainland. So, did I tell the story about the one time I went to Hawaii and I was able to smuggle a gram of weed with me? Because this was pre 9/11. So I put the weed in my shirt pocket. I used to wear Dickies button-up shirts and Dickies pants, and I had the gram of weed in my pocket, and I walked through, and they didn't find it. So I had weed there when I was in Hawaii. So I got stoned, which was dope. I think I was like 14 or 15.
There's Brussels. It's
Belgium.
like in the
Okay,
center.
it's by
Yeah.
Belgium. That's what I thought.
Not by Belgium. It's in Belgium.
That's what I meant. It's in Belgium.
Yeah.
That's the question I was asking. Where is
Germany-
Brussels? Let me finish my weed
Germany
story.
is like to the right. If you were looking at it, it's like to the right and down.
I feel like Belgium and Germany are kind of the same thing.
No. they're not the same.
In
They're different
Hawaii,
countries.
I smoked my weed. I was totally a pothead, and I ran out of weed while I was there. So I went to a head shop, and I stole a glass pipe from the head shop. Karma got me instantly because there was a guy like right down the street. He's like, "Hey man, I just like come out of that shop. You just want to buy some weed?" He was a local guy, and I had run out of weed. So obviously, yeah, I want to buy some weed. And I was 14 at the time, something like that, 15 maybe. So I had $20 on me, and that's all I had. I think my parents gave me $20 for the trip. And I gave him the $20 bill, and he handed me this bag, and it looked like bright green, beautiful buds of pot. And he's like, "All right, let's go separate ways." So he went one way, and then I went the other. This guy must have been like in his 40s. And I get back to the hotel room, and I smell it, and it smells very sweet, kind of like tea. And I was like, "Oh my God, this guy just fucking stole." I just bought $20 worth of tea off this guy. But me being the me that I am, I put a little bit of the green stuff in my pipe, my new pipe that I just got, and I tried to smoke it, and it burned. And not in the weed way.
Uh-oh. You did major drugs?
No, it was tea. I
Oh.
smoked tea. And I didn't just hit it once. I was like,
Wow.
I was like, "No, it can't be."
Wow.
I was
Only
like,
you.
"No fucking way."
3 times?
At least 3 times. And then I was
Oh
like,
my
"Fuck."
God.
And then I threw it. I think I even flushed it down the
You should
toilet.
have just steeped it in water and seen what kind of tea it was. Probably like green
It smelled really
jasmine.
good. It was very sticky. Like,
It's probably green jasmine or something.
it was really nice.
Yeah.
It was really good. Or maybe it was Hawaiian weed, and I just didn't know, and I
no,
fucking threw
Hawaiian
it away. And I was
weed
like,
is
"Wow."
very much still just weed.
So I thought it didn't
Yeah.
smell like weed at all.
Oh.
Brussels.
Anyways.
So Brussels, they serve fries in Brussels
Yeah, pommes frites.
and
It's-
Belgium.
Yeah. There's a lot of Indian food
What language do they speak in
and
Belgium?
French.
They speak French in Belgium.
In where we were in Brussels, it's like half the people spoke French, yes. And then because it's very close to Paris, to France as well.
Okay,
And
I
the
knew that.
Netherlands are above it.
I knew that.
And yeah, so that's why we went to Amsterdam too over there. Amsterdam and
Do they not wear
Paris.
deodorant over there?
No, they do.
They do?
I mean,
I've heard of the French.
not
I
everyone.
heard French people were smelling
Oh,
French
in
men.
France?
Yeah,
There is more of an odor there, for sure.
yeah.
Yeah. But
They don't like Americans.
they don't like Americans.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Why? What's their beef?
I think
Didn't
I
we
don't know
save
if they
them from the
want-
Nazis in World War II?
Yeah, yeah. And also like
Maybe not. That could be a lie.
supposedly, right, that's why I said
Yeah.
supposedly they gave us the Statue of Liberty as well, which is also just the statue of Satan. So
Yeah.
I like who
That's a
knows?
whole nother rabbit
That's a
hole.
whole nother rabbit hole. But like what's really going on? Because you're right. Why would they hate us when
Yeah.
we save them?
What history do they learn over there?
Exactly.
We should start getting history books from other countries.
Yeah, babe. We can't air this yet before we do it. Otherwise, they're all going to be gone.
Oh my God.
We need to get 1920s, anything 1929 and earlier.
Is there like German encyclopedias?
Yeah,
There's
they
got to
have
be,
books.
right?
They have books in German, babe.
They do? They
Yeah.
didn't burn them all?
I hope not.
Okay.
No, well, we got to look that up.
Just the Jewish
But
ones.
then we'd have to get them translated. How would we get them translated?
Figure that out. There's apps now. The app
Okay.
could lie, though.
The app could lie.
We could have it scan it. It could lie and say
And then
lies.
it pings us, and then we get suits at our door.
And then you want to know who shows up at the door? This is Agent Doty from the future. Hey, Bob. Hey, Mary. Come with me to save humanity. You gave that one to me, honey.
It's still not funny, though.
You gave that one to me.
It's still not.
It is in my mind because I
I know
picture
it is
Bob.
in your mind.
I
It's-
picture Bob coming home from a long day at the Jewel.
I like calling him Bub.
Bob coming over from a long day at the Jewel. Oh, Susie Q, let me tell you, I got these new young whippersnappers there in the produce department, and they're this is Agent.
You can't even do your own.
Damn.
You fucked it up.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
So, anyways,
I think
didn't
that's a
we
good.
start on organizing though?
I mean, you talked
Guys,
about
get
leveling
rid of
up.
stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff is just.
Get rid of stuff or don't get rid of stuff. Do whatever you want.
Well, yeah, do whatever you want. But if you're feeling like, I feel stuck, get a whiteboard in your hallway that you pass all the time. Read it, I read it every morning when I walk by, and I read it every night when I go to bed.
It is good
For
to
sure,
have
and then-
what is that called? It's not a vision
list?
board. It's a
Well, that's what I did, a vision board.
it's kind of a vision board, but we don't put pictures up
We
on
put
it.
words,
We put words.
goals.
You know, nothing changes if nothing changes, friends. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Get it?
You know what we should do? One of these episodes is we should have our goals here and then say them out loud into the ether, into a podcast, and let all of our 4 listeners also think about it.
Yeah.
And then we would be
I mean,
changing
why don't we just
the
do it
world.
right now since we're already kind of doing, or do you want to save that for another time?
Well, you said we're almost done.
Yeah, we could be, or we could keep going. It doesn't matter.
I mean,
We can do whatever we want. This is our fucking podcast.
that's true.
Our listeners fucking listen to us because they fucking love us. And we fucking love you.
Nom, 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 nom. Kimpses. Mwah.
Wait a minute.
That's how much love.
That's the ending of the show when we do that.
But
though.
I'm
We
also giving them love Kimpses,
Okay.
not goodbye Kimpses.
Okay. Okay.
All right, go ahead. Say one of your goals.
My goal is to be...
Ripped.
Yeah, I would like to have a better physique,
Mhm.
kind of like a Brad Pitt cut in Fight Club. I'm getting there. I gotta say,
What do you mean getting there?
I'm getting there, which
Oh my
means
God.
I will get there at some
if
point.
getting there is Leonardo DiCaprio's body on a yacht,
Oh God!
then yes.
I'm so DiCap right now. I'm so DiCaprio right now, and in my mind though, I'm Tom Hardy. Isn't that crazy?
You're a little short guy.
I'm delusional. He's ripped though. He is short, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Brad Pitt's kind of short too, isn't he? Or is he tall?
He's taller.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to talk about celebrities right now. I want to be scoring more films
Mm-hmm.
from the comfort of my own studio in our home.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do that. I want Cryptique's Vintage to be soaring. Our vintage
See,
business.
just say it like it's not an if. So
Right.
Cryptique's Vintage is
Cryptique's
soaring.
Vintage will be soaring.
No, not will be. Is.
Cryptique's Vintage is soaring,
Yep.
raking in at least 6 figures
Yeah.
a year. At least. As
Only
well
6 figures.
as well as our merch company, which we do. We're making shirts. It's hard to promote that on here. 'Cause
Why?
I don't know the website.
Well, you just go to Cryptique's Vintage.
So go to Cryptique's Vintage, and you'll be able to buy some
On
Cryptique's Vintage
Etsy,
shirts.
on just go to our
And
Instagram or whatever, and there's a link
Cryptique's
there.
Vintage is soaring and bringing in 6 figures a year, and we own a beautiful home, Craftsman, borderline
Too
Victorian
bad we don't know where we
mansion.
want it.
Well, yeah, that's
We have to figure that out.
So
Otherwise,
it's-
it won't come to like.
I still think Crown Point, Indiana is a real good place to go, but you don't want to live in the snow. So we might have to stay in California.
Or we just get a house there and somewhere else.
Yeah, I was looking up at that one place up.
See, this is why I didn't want to do this right now, because
I said my intent. I said what I want. I was pretty clear about it.
okay,
pretty
so
clear about
can
it.
I do some?
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Wow.
Ace, go for it, baby.
My BTS book, Break the Spell book that I've already written. I need an editor for.
You have an editor for it.
Right. So I'm even.
It's
gonna
edited and
surpass it.
released.
No, right. My book, Break the Spell of Fear, is out and killing.
New York Times bestseller.
You didn't even mention this, but
Oh, I did.
Haunted Air.
Yeah, there you go. I left it for you.
our EP kills. You guys, we are so excited. We're almost done in the studio recording this
It
album.
does sound really good.
It is so good and so fun and so different.
Haunted Air is signed to a record label.
Haunted Air is signed to a
4AD,
regular label,
Rough
have
Trade
amazing
both
manager.
want us.
Yep. 4AD and which one?
Rough Trade.
Rough Trade, yes. I like both of those.
Sub Pop.
Sub Pop. Mm-hmm. And what else? Why am I? What? See, this is what I mean. I have to have in
That
front
was
of
good
me.
though. Your book, the band, your movie script.
Oh, that's it,
Neon
yeah.
Movies
With
production
Neon
company
Films.
made it.
Directing my movie, The Lovebirds, amongst others.
You see how easy that is, friends? Now you do it. After this episode ends,
Oh, what about our podcast? Our
and our podcast is just
killing.
soaring
It's
through
gigantic.
the universe.
It goes Joe Rogan,
Shoo.
Akon.
Oh no, it goes Akon, Joe Rogan.
I thought I would
That's
let
how-
him have it because I don't want. I
It's
don't know.
probably never surpassing him, huh?
No, it's not because of that.
Ugh.
What do you? I don't want to. Like that seems like too big, at least right
My
now.
brain feels like it's turning into mutts right now.
Okay, we need to end, and you got to eat something.
We want you to soar with us, friends. Do that. Do that vision board. Get that board. Write down your dreams and goals. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Is that annoying?
Yes.
It is, isn't it?
Yes. I'm glad you asked.
I knew it
Yeah.
was. But it's true.
Changes turn your life around.
All right, Nuts. This was fun, per usual.
You know
Thank
what?
you
Let
for...
us know if you do any of this and how it goes. Like, note it. See if anything. I'm curious. I know it works for the... Look, I coach people. I know it works.
Thanks for spending another little bit of time with us.
Yeah.
Letting us into your lives or your ears.
Stay naughty, everybody.
Bye for now.
Kimpses.
Kimpses.
Bethany
Bethany
and Sean.
and Sean.
We are a couple of nuts talking